Hey, this is Mike with East Coast Lumen Outpost, and I got a video today talking about this light. This is the SOFIRN SP35T, and to be honest, this light has shocked me at how good it is. SOFIRN as a company, really what they do is they sell flashlights at a really crazy price. And before this company came out, the price of a flashlight with these features would be like double or triple what this costs. And they started coming out with high quality flashlights for tactical use, for work use, even for EDC or collecting. And they've been on fire. I've been real satisfied with all of the SOFIRN lights that I have. And this one is probably the most impressive. Just to give you a quick overview of the light. So the bulb in here is XHP 50, and it's putting out 3,000 lumens. Has the orange peel reflector, so it gives you a nice floody beam, but because the reflector is pretty deep, it's still pretty punchy, so the beam has a pretty good distance. I've been using it at the shop for the past week, and it's really been an awesome flashlight for work. And really it's because of the features that it has. So you have the main button right here, goes on and off, and then you have the side button, and what the side button does is cycle through the modes once you turn it on with the main button. So for instance, you have moonlight, low, medium, high, and then double click gives you your turbo 3000 lumens. And when you set this switch, if you put it on just high, it will stay on that mode when you turn it off and then turn it back on. It will always be on whatever mode you last set. The reason that is really nice is when you're working and, say for instance you're working in a shop, your paycheck is based on how efficient you are, how much work you can produce. So every little time save, literally down to finger movements, every little time save will make you money. And if you can collect up a ton of different time saves throughout the day, that's a bigger paycheck you will have week to week, year by year. And one of the things that I hate about flashlights when working in a shop is when you turn it on and it doesn't go right to whatever setting you want. So the thing that I hate is turning on a flashlight and it will turn on in low mode by default, and then you have to fiddle with it to get it to go into the high mode. This is why I do not like the Olight Arcfeld for work. For whatever reason, that light, after 5 minutes of not using it, it defaults back into medium, when what would be best for a work setting would be the high 300 lumen setting, not the turbo, but the 300 lumen setting. And when you turn that light on, you got to turn it on and then fiddle through the settings to get it to that, setting that you want. When it would just be so much easier to set the setting, leave it there, and then it's on that setting every single time, and it's on that setting every time. That means you pull the light out of your pocket, turn it on, that's it. The other thing I really like for this light working on cars, is the momentary on. So this particular clicky switch is the type that you can just half press it and it's momentary on. So if you are not going to be doing, if you're not going to be illuminating something for a long time, if you just want to take a quick glance, it's out of the pocket, look, back in the pocket. It doesn't get more efficient than that. So out of the pocket, click, back in the pocket. Now, as far as the beam pattern, it's going to be hard to tell in this shop, but it's a pretty wide beam and it's not consolidated into one big hot spot. So that's really what I like with a work flashlight. I like the beam to be pretty evenly spread out. And with the orange peel reflector, that's what it gives you. It gives you that nice, even, spread out beam. The other cool thing about this flashlight is you have a tactical setting. So to get to that tactical setting, turn the light on, and then you hold this side switch until it blinks. Now, this tactical setting will default always into turbo mode, which is nice. If you want just constant turbo, always on turbo, you leave it in that tactical setting and you have the brightest mode possible every time. Now, if you hit that side switch, it'll go from high to turbo. But when you turn it off, it will default back into turbo. You also have your strobe, and to get into the strobe, that's going to be a quick double click on the back button. So 1, 2, and you have your tactical strobe. To round out this light, you have a nice pocket clip. It's not super deep carry, but it's deep enough that the light tucks away real nice into the pocket. And you have a rechargeable 21700 cell. So, and it recharges on the light, which is nice. When I charged this up, it was charging at about 8 watts, which is not the quickest, but it's also not just a 1 amp charge. It's charging at about 1.5 amps. So it's going to give you a relatively quick charge. This light has really surprised me, and for the money, it's hard to beat. If you're looking for a good light for work or just a good light in general, I would highly, highly recommend this SOFIRN SP35T. Or if you want to get into the hobby, this would be an excellent candidate for your first flashlight. This thing is really awesome. All right, guys, I will catch you later with a new video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I try to reply to every single comment. And yeah, it's been a joy doing these videos for you. I'll leave some links in the description for this light. A lot of times you could get this thing on Amazon for like 25, 30 bucks, which is like a crazy, crazy price for the package that you get. So, all right, thanks a lot. I will see you guys soon. Peace.